Welcome to all of my fragrance connoisseurs, collectors, and newbies. Thank you for stopping by. This is Everyday Stuff 21, where I'm gonna have a fantastic fragrance that will make you smell great for any situation. And today's discussion is going to be all about Terre de Hermes Parfum, also Pure Perfume, that was released back in 2009. And if you're looking for a fragrance that is extremely flexible, bold, and distinctive, continue watching because this guy here might be the one for you. If you enjoy what you see in this presentation, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment on this discussion as it will help the channel grow. At the end of this discussion, I will share my final thoughts and whether I feel that this guy here is blind buy worthy. Let's get started. So, like usual, let's start off with the presentation. Should you decide to get this, this is the box that you would get. Very simple, straight to the point, black, orange, and white lettering. Very nice. I like it. And let's get to the bottle. Here's the bottle, guys. Very clean bottle with this sort of reflective top. And one thing I like about this top, there is no pull off top. You just spin this down and then there you have the atomizer. So with all that out the way, let's get to the atomizer, show you what that looks like, and let's find out what this juice smells like inside. Here we go. Ah, nice big spread atomizer. And guys, this smells great. Like, oh man, I have a story for you, just a moment, about one of my first experiences with this one, and it was wonderful. So when it comes to how I feel, how this smells, it puts me in the mindset of something that is very masculine, bold, confident, and polished. And it has this sophistication thing about it. Now, when I look at this for all the guys. And I would say guys from like age in their 20s on up. I don't think this is playful enough for my youth and my teenagers. You know, I would definitely recommend other things. And this is really good. This is a woody, earthy, citrusy, fresh, spicy type of fragrance. And yes, it's all of those things you will capture in this fragrance. So what's in it? You're going to find in the top, well, actually throughout the whole experience, you're going to get this grapefruit, which I feel really isn't that strong in there, but more or less orange peel to me. You're going to get cedarwood, shinzo, and you're going to also get benzoin. You're going to capture all of that stuff. Now, depending on your nose, you might capture the grapefruit, but I find the grapefruit typically has more of a tart vibe to it. I don't get that tartness in this, but I do get a vibe of orange, not necessarily like a freshly squeezed orange, but more or less the residue of the orange peel. And it smells good. And it has this spiciness to it and a little bit of sweetness that I'll point towards the benzoin. And it has this freshness that reminds me of vetiver, but I'm going to point towards the shinzo as that is a green leaf, gives us that whole freshness deal. So, oh man. So this is what I would consider a somewhat linear fragrance. Like I feel that it doesn't go through any, if any, transition. So what makes it very easy to wear, and it's flexible for any situation, any season, spring, fall, winter, summer, no problem. Any situation, occasion wise, laying around the house, hanging out, going to work, daily scent, night out, doesn't really matter. You can grab this guy and he will show up for you. Now, when it comes to performance, definitely on skin, 8+ hours, maybe even longer. Now, when it comes to the sillage, it is not super strong. So I would say probably for the first 3 hours, for about 3 to 4 feet, you're gonna get some really solid projection, but then it tapers down to more closer to the body. It resides a lot closer to your person. Great scent. So here's a short story for you on one of my first experiences with this guy. So I went out to a really nice restaurant in the evening, and I walk up to the podium to the host. It was a young lady, and there was some other ladies in the area. So when I'm walking through, I walk through and I go to the bar waiting for my table, and I have me something to drink. And I would say within the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, a couple of those young ladies that I had walked past, they came over to ask questions, but they were really close. It made me feel that they were trying to find out what I had on. Now, after those couple went past, another came up, and she just absolutely volunteered, was like, "Excuse me, sir, you smell great. What do you have on? I really like it." Told her what it was, and we continued having good conversation there after that before I went and had my meal. That made me feel amazing that these wonderful ladies came up and wanted to be a part of this new smell that I had at that time. This is a fantastic fragrance. Now, this has a little bit of reminder of one of the other ones, the eau de toilette version of this. The only thing is that I find that the citrus notes in the toilette version definitely are way more prominent, where the citrus notes in this one kind of blend in to everything else. Now, when it comes to value, this is going to be a price a bit more than the others. It is a Pure Perfume or Parfum version. It's going to be a little more concentrated. It's up to you to determine whether or not this is something that you want to have. Now, this one here will probably be a little bit more easier to find in your local stores, where you can go in and get a sample. This is definitely something worth considering. Great scent all the time. Work, summer, spring. This is fantastic. Final thoughts. Happy I have it. Definitely enjoy wearing it. Definitely get compliments almost every time I wear this. Is this blind buy worthy? I really like it. I definitely would say it is, although it's easier just to go to the store and test it out to make sure it's something that you like. Now, if you can't find it in a store near you and you're comfortable with the price, yes, I would definitely say this is blind buy worthy for sure. Thank you for allowing me to bend your ears a little bit and watching this video all the way to the end. Till the next video.